Buh. Buh. Oh no. The game doesn't want to pop up. Why? Well, this is a fine howdy do. I was already late, and now my stuff is still broken. Oh no. Why? There it goes. Jeez. Sometimes things just want to act up and never tell you that they're acting up. Anyway, hi, sorry. I'm a little late today. I know I usually start at noon, my time, but I had a late morning. I wanted to go take care of a thing. I took care of it. Sat back down. I was like, okay, I got a little bit of time. I wanted to work on some other stuff before I get started. And not like 5 minutes before 12:30, I went, oh, wait, I got to do this thing real quick. So I went and did that thing, and it took longer than I thought. And then I got on, and here I am. And, and then my capture card broke for a second, but it works now. I also realized I really love good old low poly Max just chilling in our little screen. I love that. I love that he's just so low poly. It cracks me up. Just bit crushed Max. That's amazing. Anyway, hello everybody. Sorry. I'm back to playing Dark Cloud 2 though. It's literally where we left off before. I have not done anything different. I thought about building some stuff, but I think I'm just going to go through and explore the dungeon just a bit more. Just trying to make sure everybody looks good here, that I have everything I need. I don't have ride pod fuel. No, I do. Okay. But yeah. So that's what I'm going to do. Yes, please. Making sure that I'm all good on everything. Yep. Look at me go. Okay, let me save. Okay. This was we're finishing up this sun path. Barga's Valley. Oh, is this where I learned how to play golf? Yeah, you can play golf in this game, by the way. It totally is. I'm about to learn how to play golf. There's my sand pit.
Anything here? No.
I don't know. Oh. Hello, Yori. Welcome.
It's a dead
I was just bringing up how
but it
I
feels
believe
like something should be here.
I think I'm going to learn how to play golf here soon. Nope, never mind. That's later. I forgot that there's golf in this game. You just have golf. And I don't remember what the point of it is, but I do remember doing it. This game's got it all. Golf, monster fighting. The only thing it needs is a dating sim, and it would have been as good as Persona 5. The White Seal. I think that means no healing. I think that means no healing. Oh, I still didn't check. My life is pain right now. Just straight pain. Come here. The poor man's version of that Super Battle Golf people are playing nowadays. Yeah, it is fun to watch, but that's the kind of game that I would probably suck at. I don't really have, I love doing multiplayer games. I'm going to make sure this works real quick. But I am not a super competitive person most of the time. And that's to say, I don't want to lose, and I'm not going to act like I'm going to lose, but I've played with some people where I'm just a little too chill about stuff, and they're just that frustrates people sometimes. Maybe though in a collab sense, that'd probably be good, because I'd at least try to bring some normality to the situation. Okay. But I'm not a super competitive person. That's why people like to play board games with me too, because I don't throw a fit about losing. Whee! I'm a good sport, they would say. The only time I ever get frustrated is if the rules aren't followed. But even then, that's only extreme cases. Most of the time, if we mess up a rule and we're playing a board game, I'm just just keep going, it's fine. There's nothing at stake here. If I win, or lose. Nothing changes. It's fine. I'm still gonna have fun. What are you? I feel like for a second he was stuck on something. God, I'm doing 2 hits on those guys? Oh, that's so good. I'm so happy. Yeah, I've had people get mad at me because I'm just laughing while I lose because it's funny that I'm bad at the game. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with things. Like, luckily, most of the people I play with are usually generally good sports or like close friends of mine or like my family. I only have one family member who's a super sore loser. The moment something does not go their way, they just pick up the pieces and they're done. I'm like, okay, sure. It's real funny because it's my sister I have 2 sisters. One is very young. The other one is only about a year younger than I am. And I am getting messed up. Oh, I can't refuel while I'm riding. Duh. Come on. And I'll call her my eldest sister. She's not older than me. She is the one who will literally, one thing goes wrong or she wasn't listening, and then she is done. She's finished. And I remember once there was a time we were playing a game where she did that, and my youngest sister, who at the time I think it was like 9, just goes, oh, well, are we still playing? Because she's done. She just handled it so maturely. And I was like, how is the 9-year-old more mature than you? That's who that is. That's what my eldest sister is. Love her to death. But still. She could be kind of a brat. But I just handle things like, I think one thing happened where somebody was like, oh, that wasn't actually the rule. And I was like, it's fine. Just keep going, dude. It's all right. Once again, we're just playing this for fun. We're not like playing for $1 million. But I think the ability to laugh at yourself is really good too. I think there's plenty of times where I've just messed up and just went, okay, I suck, and left it at that. Uh-oh, that's why I can't. I'm wondering why I couldn't refuel the ride pod. I forgot we're in a white seal, which means I can't fix any abnormal conditions, which I was unaware that being destroyed into pieces was an abnormal condition. But okay. My best friend is also kind of like that, very competitive, so I just let her win sometimes because I don't want to deal with it. Yeah, I get that. I think it's like why sometimes I just let things go when I play with my older sister. There we go. Because it's just like, yeah. Like, she only wants to play stuff that she's really good at. She only wants to... And even then, if someone ends up being better than her, then she'll never play with them again. It's kind of rough. Yet here I am like, oh, I'll play games that I even hate just because, you know, somebody does. Although I guess the only game I won't play is Monopoly, and I will not play Talisman. Not because I think Talisman is bad, but because I think Talisman is... takes too long. It's too long and it's boring. Like, I'll play a lot of games, but God, that one's so boring. I forgot I couldn't heal. And I let Max get absolutely trumped on. Being far too reckless in this stage. Alright, dead end, my favorite. But, generally, though, I pretty much play anything. I'm the type of person who doesn't really get tired of board games or card games. I could probably play card games forever and never get tired. I mean, I would get tired eventually, but not tired of the game if I really like it. Campaign for... What's that longest board game? Campaign for North Africa? Is it that one? I always think of, what's it called? Catan. I know Catan's not like super long, but that's the one I think of when I think of dumb long board games. I'm gonna have to look up Campaign for North Africa though. The North Africa one's like 1,500 hours. No thanks. I'm okay. I've got plenty of life to live. Ooh. Got it with a final nice hit. Got him. I'm okay. I don't even know. Even if I gave that game 5 hours a week, I'd be stuck on that for, like, what? 300 weeks? God. No thanks. That's like 6 years. I'm okay. I'll play my 30-minute board game and be happy. I still have plenty of that. I also have a bad habit. I just buy board games, but I don't really have a lot of people to play with because I have a roommate and he'll play stuff with me 100%. If I ask, he'll give it a shot. If he doesn't like it, he'll tell me. But generally, he's usually pretty good about it. But if I get anything that isn't 2 players, I'm pretty much boned unless I go see my family. I'm pretty much done skis. I always joke with friends that once we're senior citizens, we'll just live in a commune, play one of the campaign for North Africa. He drops dead during the playthrough. That'd be great, honestly. And you have to live stream it. You just have like a 24-hour camera. People take bets in chat about, all right, who's going to die today? I bet you it'll be Yori. I saw them nodding off last time. It wasn't looking so good. That'd be pretty great. I'd support that. I would hop in and say, deal me in. Except I'd probably be the one who immediately dies. Oh, Monica. I die from being too chill. Okay, well, I'm just going to escape this level. I've already got what I need out of it. Let's just make sure I don't get smacked on the way. Of course you're a mimic. What are you? Another mimic. Okay, well, good thing I didn't need you. I didn't need you anyway. I'm better than you. Yes, please. Take me away. Oh, okay. I got it. That level messed me up. I forgot how reckless I play this game. I think I feel a slight pressure to keep pushing through it because I don't want to, a giant piece of meat would summon you, or not the giant steak. Yeah. You see, they say, it just says meat. We don't know exactly. It could just be anything, really. I mean, I do like me a good steak, but I've always been a poultry guy. I just really like poultry. Chicken, turkey. I'm all about that. Like I deal with a good amount of like acid reflux, and I'm anti-turkey, but I do like chicken and pork more than steak. Ah, pork, the other white meat. See, I really like turkey, but I would generally prefer a cut of chicken. But if I'm making like burgers, I'm definitely a turkey guy. Or like, I actually like turkey bacon personally. I think it's because I like it chewy. I like bacon chewy. And so I can make my turkey bacon chewy. It's got a bit of sweetness. I just like really sweet stuff. That's the problem. But poultry, turkey, and chicken are really good for acid reflux. They don't cause a lot of acid to come back up. So it just became a staple of my diet after a while. I came here to buy stuff. Yes. Although I guess I didn't need to come here. I have the weapon shop owner on my train. Does he even sell repair powder? He does. So I guess coming here was worth it anyway. Let's do 4 of those. He doesn't sell armband power. What? Able breaking the seal on a cursed maze. Okay. I do not recall that, but I'll be back for that, I'm sure. Okay, let's move back. But I've been recently trying to fix my diet again because my acid stuff's gotten real bad. Ever since I started streaming, I talk a lot more than I ever did. Although it's not like I didn't talk, but sitting here and doing this made me realize just how much I've neglected myself. And now it's gotten to a point where it's just pretty bad. I do a lot of clearing of my throat nowadays. So, had to switch up my diet a lot. Come here. How did I miss? Get out of here. So, had to switch to just going back to chicken and turkey. Trying to eat less garbage. Drinking alkaline water. Just because it helps balance the pH of my stomach. Ow. Which also means I had to cut stuff like lemon out of my diet. Heartbreaking. But just trying to get it back to a place where I'm better so I can at least... Then I can at least cheat a little bit. I can have some stuff. I think the problem today, though, is that I decided... Last night, I ate some ramen. I didn't feel like cooking anything special. And then decided, I'll drink this. I've had some Monster alcohol sitting in my fridge for a long time. I was like, I'll just drink one of these. At least for today, just one. And that was the problem. That definitely flared up my everything. Woke up this morning and was like, I see. That's why I don't drink very often. Gotcha. I should have known better. But I'm a slave to my desires. All I ever want to do is eat candy. And lose teeth. That's probably why I have 2 crowns. Ow. Okay. Tired of these dudes. Ramen and Poos is the glutton's combo for real. Yeah. Normally what I would do is I would... So I ended up going to... Last time I went to see my family, they had an H Mart. And I decided to pick up some miso ramen. Because I love miso. And I normally would actually just get like a bottle of sake there. Yeah, H Mart's the best. But I normally pick up like a nice sweet sake. Like I really like cloudy, like mango sake. So good. Or strawberry. Or I'll just have like a regular bottle of sake, just whatever I have at home. I'll just warm some up. But I switched over to drinking... I had tried the Monster alcohol, the beer, and I was like, this is actually good. It doesn't... Like, there's the Monster flavor. That one's bad. But, like, it's just fruity flavors. So I was like, okay, well, this might be too good. I'm a little worried. But my ramen is definitely my I'm too lazy to cook meal. Although I still have turkey patties sitting in my fridge. I really need to cook them. Get out of here. Whee! Okay, what do I want? I was looking at this. We want to go up. Yeah, we want to go up. So I need beast. Do I have hunter crystals? I don't. Life is pain. I'm still pained. Where is... Do I got thick hides? I do. Let's do 2 of those. The last time I went to H Mart too, I got a bunch of bread. I love their little pastry section. I end up buying too much stuff. And then I eat it as quickly as possible. And then I regret it the next day. The potato croquettes. Sausage bread, yeah. I think for me, I like my melon bread. Anything with cream cheese in it, I'm on it. Anything with jam. I got simple tastes for the most part. I forgot how much we had leveled up this wrench, and I've been neglecting the wrench. Never neglect the wrench, kids. It may save your life. Okay, I just need attack. I have a power crystal. Let's use that. And then, I'm trying to remember what else I had gotten when I was there last time. I did play the crane games while I was there, and I did win 3 things, which is more than I usually win. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's spectrumize that. Nice. I bet you when it gets to 50, it probably readies to level up. So let's leave it there. I didn't mean to use the stamina drink on max, but oh well. But I remember getting... I won 3 things. I only took 1 thing. I won the other ones from my youngest sister. I just gave them to her. But the one thing I kept was it was an Agumon head from Digimon. Which I meant to give to somebody, but surprisingly don't know a whole lot of people who are super big fans of Digimon. These super big fans. Whee! Yeah. It was pretty cute. It was more surprising that I won. Patamon. Yeah. I don't even remember, because I remember watching it when I was young, and seeing the English version with Smash Mouth in it. But I really don't remember who I considered my favorite. That was the problem. It's probably because I have no formative memory of it, and I can't pick out a favorite, except for what I like as an adult, that I probably don't have an attachment to the series like I should. Because I recognize that it's a great series, but it's weird that the one I remember watching the most was the one where they actually turn into the Digimon. Despite how hated that one is, I remember liking that one a lot. Whee! I'm just cleaning up in this one. This is a stark difference from the last stage. But I always find it funny that people kind of trash on that series because it pretty much got rid of the Digimon essentially. And I was like, yeah, well, I mean, they were still the enemies, but yeah, I guess there was no trainers. They were just turning into Digimon. Big armored Digimon. Oh, come on. And then I meant to catch up on... I know Try released a long time ago. And I had meant to get back to check it out again to see how it was doing, but I'm a little behind on that. I'm terrible about watching stuff. The last anime I had tried to keep up on was the new Panty and Stocking season. And I think I was watching it weekly up until episode 7 or 6, one of them, and I just haven't gotten back to it. I have old problems because there's that really bad anxiety and ADD, and if I couldn't watch a series all at once and marathon it, I wouldn't watch it because I would be too worried about what was going to happen next. If I didn't know, I would stress out about it. Which is why I remember watching, what was the show? The 100. And I was watching that weekly, and something ended on a cliffhanger, and I had nightmares about what was going to happen next. So I was like, if I can't watch it all at once, I probably won't watch it, which makes me really bad to talk about anime with, because I literally only make time for it if I can watch it all the way through. That still doesn't mean I don't enjoy anime. Ah. Time to bring out the steak. Come here. Come grab this giant meat. I like how it's called a huge block of meat. But I would say, I'll go on record with saying that my favorite anime, get memed on because I look up endings to media before I start it. I need to know the ending first to be at peace. I get that. My bad habit is I will just go through wikis of shows and never watch it. Like, I did that for Invincible. I've only watched scenes for Invincible, like clips from the show, and have yet to ever actually watch a full episode, but I know so much about the show now. An ungodly amount. Just because I went through and read all the history of every character, what they do. It's wild. That's what I decided to do instead of I could have just watched the show. I could have spent my time just reading the comic. Okay, that's something, I guess, but even though I just fully healed my weapon, but sure. Excuse me. Nikapoos? Nikapoos? What are you? And what was that? Oh, it's a fireball. I remember you from the first game. But I don't remember what you're supposed to be. I did that for Invincible. I feel like there was one other thing I did it for. Was it just Invincible? Was there another comic series that came out recently? The Boys. I did that for The Boys as well. Which I guess worked out because The Boys is a lot different show-wise than it is... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Show-wise than it is in the comics. So technically, I'm not ruined on the show. But I haven't caught up on the show in a long time. I think I watched season 1 and that's it. It's because I'm terrible. Whee! Oh, I do decent damage against you? Well, you're getting stomped. I'm just too good. Max is busted. But yeah, I guess the only thing I won't ruin myself on is, I guess, games. I will surprisingly hold off on learning anything about a game just because I know I want to play it. Okay, I need to pull up the ride pod. I think it's I used to work at... Ooh, come here. At a very popular game store. And working there, you just realize how willing people are to show up and ruin everything for you. You'll just be like, oh, yeah, man, I've been playing this new game. And they'd be like, oh, I hate when the ending did this. And you're like, you didn't even give a second to let me breathe, dog. You just threw that out there like it was nothing. All right, man. So I learned how to just not do that to people. Also, I worked there at a time when there were a few games that had released that were considered very big disappointments. And as a result... had a huge hype train behind them and ended up being disappointing. So I learned to not get hyped up by games. And this is something that I'm really excited for. So I will keep myself in the dark even about games that I'm really excited about, just so I don't build any expectation until I play them. Which is probably why I can play games that come out and be like, yeah, it was fine. Or people are like, it's the worst thing ever. It ruined the franchise. I'm like, it was fine. You just expected a lot out of it. I just wanted to play it. But I worked there when it was No Man's Sky came out. Oh boy, try to work at a game store and people buy No Man's Sky brand new and they can't return it. What a great time. I suffered through that a lot. So that's what taught me to to not get hyped up by games. I mean, No Man's Sky is doing good now. I'm very proud of it. But, man, that was rough. I remember one time I was like, I can't. Like, we can do it for this. Like, I can do like this to help you. And they were not happy with that. And they left. And I remember them yelling at their wife because wife's like, where are we going? He's like, we're never coming back here again. I was like, all right, man. It's not that serious, but okay. It just happens you buy a game you don't want. It's also where I gained my unending hatred for live service games. I say live service games. I guess really just one of them. I absolutely despise Destiny, the franchise. And you know what? The game is fine. So I'm not going to say that the game's bad. They're fine. But as a franchise, they absolutely ruined gaming for me. I just got so, like, I was already disappointed when it had come out and it was not finished. It was not a done game. Then they had like a $60 season pass for more content that only added in like 6 hours worth of content to that game or something. And I wasn't even a big of that fan. Like, I wasn't a big fan of the game. So it's not like I was hurt personally. But I guess a petty part of me from that time and day just held on to people coming in and being like, Destiny's the greatest game ever made. And I was just like, you spent $60 on a game that's not done. What? And you're going to wait for updates on it? I get it. But like, what? And then you paid $60 more for more content? I'm so lost. So it made me despise live service stuff. Although I do think some stuff handles it. Like, there are a lot of MMOs that do it really well. And I mean, I play gacha games, so it's like I can super complain. But I despise having AAA studios release games that aren't done just to claim It's a live service game. We'll be updating it as it goes. It's like, no, you won't. You have everything planned and you're just going to sell it piece by piece. It just bothers me. Okay, although now my big issue, that was back when I really hated those. Now I'm just like, whatever. People want to spend their money on what they want. That's fine. Who am I to complain? But now my big hate is, oh, the game used generative AI? Ha! Well, I'm not playing that game ever. We're done with that one. It's done. I got that asked recently where somebody was like, oh, you're playing Crimson Desert? I went, no. It has generative AI in it. Like they used it for pictures. And I don't care about that placeholder excuse. It's a lie. If they cared, they would have removed it. They knew what they were doing. They just got caught. And they're like, really? You're not going to play just because of that? Yes. Just because of that. I'm not going to support that crap anywhere. To support a program that steals art from artists. That's what I want to do. Not actually. I could have swore, didn't I just level this wrench up? Did I really only get one attack from its level up? That's lame. Oh, this is not going to stun him. But it's free damage. Oh, and of course I'm going to get sniped by Fireman over there. Okay, there's a lot going on. Come here. Yay. But the Destiny thing didn't really hurt me that much because I like first-person shooters, but not that much. Not enough to stick around and play them. Like I'm not the type of person who placeholders kind of annoy me. Oh, hi T. Sorry, I didn't notice you were there for a second. You know, because you just could have used stock photos. Like I understand ease of use, but it's not saving that much time. It's the issue is like when it comes to placeholders, it's one of those things where it's like I get it, but like okay, so because I'll make an argument for Clair Obscur because Clair Obscur had used generative AI placeholders, but they ended up taking them out of the game and using actual art that their artists made. And to me, that shows a little care of like, yeah, we know this is what this is, but we're not trying to use this for anything else. It's important that we remove this before the game is done. Because then it would be, you know, stealing. But the Crimson Desert devs did not do that. They just said, oh, well, it was a placeholder. We just forgot. It just slipped. And it's like, it didn't slip. You were just hoping people didn't notice so you could save some money. But they did. And now you have to cover up. So, like, I'll defend Clair Obscur and the devs for that, because while I won't agree that I want them to use it, at least they didn't use it in the final product of the game and then make an excuse. So there's that, I guess. They got that going for them. Okay, I need to get away from this Gemron, because he's going to keep shooting at me while I punch this yo-yo robot. Sentences I didn't think I would say ever in my life. But yeah, there were a lot of people on social media I was seeing when that Crimson Desert excuse came out, and they were just like, you know what we use for placeholders? Checkered pictures. Stickman drawings. Things that literally take a second to make. So it's just one of those things. We're just going to have to start dealing with AI and crap. Like, it's not like game companies weren't already using AI. It just wasn't. It was mostly just MLMs, which is fine for the most part. But the generative stuff, that's a problem. But we know how successful generative AI is because of how much money it's not making and how many stuff gets shut down all the time. It's so successful. I'm just going to throw you into you. Hit one motherfucker with another motherfucker. Really? That stunned you? All right. Ow. Nope, Max, don't die. Yeah, it's just unfortunate because it's not usually the dev decision. It's the big wigs that want to cut costs. Shake my head. Yeah, that is always the problem. It's always stockholders and executives that ruin gaming, pretty much ruin all hobbies and art. They just look at a bottom line and say, well, how do we get there? And that's why, like, I'll defend Clair Obscur a little bit, because it was a team of like small, like passionate developers who made a game. So like, I'll forgive it because they did create a fantastic experience and then took it out. Maybe they could be convinced not to use any generative AI, period. But at least they made something, like, and they released that game for $50.
All right.
They weren't even looking to make
Takes
it.
care of
They
you guys.
even apologized. They're like, we're sorry that it's so expensive. See a VT. I've been here kind of half asleep watching you. Really relaxing to listen to. I appreciate that. I try to sound relatively chill. I've been told that I'm a very chill person, and that I give a vibe that is very comforting to people. Just don't mind anytime I get really excited, because it did happen last time yesterday when I was playing this. I found out I can smack magic back and throw enemies at each other, and I had a moment of excitement that was a little loud. This is why I put a limit on my mic. But it was, I would love for developers to not use generative AI, because they use regular AI programs. Capcom had come out and recently said something about, like, we're still going to use AI. It's just not generative. Like, we've always used AI. Yeah, game developers have. It also depends on the use case. FF7 Rebirth used an AI to lip sync the non-cutscene models to different languages, but didn't use it for art assets. It's stuff like that where I'm okay with that. Like, AI should be a tool, not something that is designed to steal. Because that's all. I keep thinking that's going to open my menu when I know it doesn't. I just wanted to see how many repair powders I still had. I'm also running out of bread. Let's go buy some bread. I'm okay with that because it is a tool that assists the developers. It's similar to, what was it? There was a big news case about, in the movie industry, Ben Affleck, I think, was creating a company that uses an AI to essentially help you with editing, to help you keep track of where certain scenes are, what works, creates placeholders. And I was like, that's great, because that's what AI should be doing. It should be helping getting rid of the dumb crap that we don't want to do, not taking away the fun stuff we want to do. AI is fine for coding and stuff, because coding has always been about copying other people's shit, just not anything creative. Yes, it's always the thing where it's like, we expected AI to take away the boring parts. What it did is it took away all the art. So we can't do art anymore. And it's like, that's why I was so happy to see that Sora shut down. Put that good thing to rest. Watch it die. So happy. I'm so glad to see Disney's investment die in their hands. Exactly. I thought it was all over when a Disney being as big as a company as is, the moment it was like, we're going to go into AI, I was like, oh, it's over. Now they're going to put that everywhere. And then it died, and I went, oh, never mind. Thank you, populace. You all did a good thing. I can finally have some hope for humanity. It's added into the folds of my heart that I was going to cheer every time AI dies. Do you just sell weapons? No, you do sell repair powder. Good. I came here for bread. Where is, actually, what does Ferdinand sell? Because I realized if I want bread, I got to go to Polly, and Polly's in Sindane. And that means I have to fast travel. Oh, do you sell bread, my guy? You sell premium chicken? Okay. I think I can use 5 chickens, but I'm still going to go buy bread. I was like, my last job, they would use AI to generate product photos, but they'd always be wrong, so I would have to fix them all in Photoshop anyway. I was like, what's the point? Yeah, I had recently got to talk to somebody that I work with who works for a larger, they're a salaried person that works for like a larger furniture company, I think. And they recently received a presentation from somebody who was developing an AI to essentially create images for potential guests online to see how the stuff works in their space. And on the onset, I was like, that's not a bad idea. Because once again, they're just feeding what they own to this AI, and the AI is just using that. Then what it would turn out, the problem really was that the moment they loaded in to, let me get 20 of these. Yeah. Can I buy 20? I can buy 18. The moment they saw some of these pictures that the AI was generating, they realized there's a lot of stuff in that picture that is not ours. They're like, oh yeah, it fed off of a lot of information from the internet and other things. We can just fix those, or tell the guests that put a little thing at the bottom that says, oh, it's not this. Like, our customers won't know. And then they're like, yeah, but they don't read that. They're not going to read it and go, oh, thank God there's an asterisk at the bottom that says, we might not have products shown in this thing. Then why am I looking at it? So it's stuff like that where, like, there's a way to make that work. And it wasn't the generative AI part. If it was just a mass learning model and it picked up a bunch of pictures and then you could just cross-reference those photos, make it go. I'm not a full like AI guy, but like a lot of casting couch. Yeah. Like, is this what you're looking for? I can't wait to somebody, because that's the other problem. I can't wait for people to actually start abusing AI. I need somebody to go into their job, log into the PCs, and just start feeding it all of that, just so it starts popping in. And that way, I just want to see some companies start to suffer. Can I just see some flounder? I just want to see them just drown a little bit, just a little. They don't have to be a big thing, you know. I just want to see them sweat. I love reading corporate statements about, we're sorry you made this mistake. Priest of Rama. Well, I killed a priest. Sacrilegious. Guess I'm going to hell. Sorry, guys. But yeah. I realize the older I get, the more I just want to see companies suffer. I feel like that's just my anti-capitalist nature now. Capitalism needs to end. I love that the Ghibli art style poisoned Gen I by painting everything Cinemexico yellow. Yes, that's like one of the like best indicators that I've found from AI, is it always has that, what did somebody call it? The piss filter. I love the piss filter on AI. But I hate now that it's harder to like, man, I miss the days where I could look at potentially AI things and be like, their fingers are messed up. AI. And now I have to look at a lot more. I hate how much better it's gotten. I just want it to be bad again. But it is really funny to see all these AI bros throw out, I don't remember the name of the program, the video one that generates like actual video. And they're making like these 3D anime fight scenes and they just look like trash. And they're like, movie theaters aren't going to be able to keep up. They're like, what are you going to do now, executives? And it's like a dude dodging an arrow, but the arrow's being shot backwards. And I'm like, those guys, they've got something wrong. There's something going on in their head. They need help. I feel bad that I've been neglecting Monica this whole time because I just really like playing as Max. There's something better than just smacking dudes with a wrench. If anybody ever asks, I've never smacked anybody with a wrench in real life. Ow. I can still eat bread. On the other hand, messed up fingers on hand are an indicator that something isn't AI. Yes, I remember the one time, what was it recently? There was some anime. Was it actually One Piece? I think it was One Piece that had a recent scene where the animator actually just gave a character 6 fingers and didn't realize. And people were like, oh my God, is Toei using AI? And the artist had to be like, no, it was One Punch Man, that's right. And the artist was like, no, I just messed that up. Of course, that's not the worst thing that One Punch Man has done recently. I still love the fact that they used a PNG of one of the characters and had it and drew over it, but had their hair cut off at the seam where it was in the manga panel and didn't think to fix that. And I was just like, God, One Punch Man season 3 was a fucking insult. God. But you know, the new JoJo came out and then it showed, oh yeah, animation can be really good. I forgot that there's people who are talented and can work on stuff. And executives who give a shit. I say that though, but now Netflix is pretty much holding JoJo hostage by saying, like, the artist, or is it the creator, had to come out and be like, I don't know when the next episode's going to come out. Our contract with Netflix is weird. So it could be for, I don't know, later this year. And it's like, wow, that's bad. No. Ow, bastard. Freaking elephants, man. Owie. How did you heal? Wait, you can heal? Oh, the priest heals. Oh, that's what you do. Well, you're a problem. It's unfair when enemies heal. It's only fair when I can heal. But yeah. I will always remember the, still one of my favorite jokes on AI Bros is, who was it? It was one of the creators of Cyanide and Happiness. And he was talking about how this one AI program was getting, it was something that was going wrong with it, or it was like hemorrhaging a bunch of money. And some AI bro came under it and it's like, oh, you think it's funny people are going to lose their livelihood on AI and all this blah, 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 and their investments? And he was like, I will never make anything funnier than AI bros losing money. Says the guy who's made some of the funniest things on the internet. And I just find that poetic. Okay. We can turn our wrench into the stinger wrench. We're on it. I better have a big ass stinger on it. That is not what I was expecting. But it can steal items. I don't know. It looks kind of like a roller. It looks like something I would tenderize meat with. What is the practical application of this wrench? The other wrenches could actually function as wrenches. That is not how... What am I going to do with that? Cut leather with it? I don't understand. But yeah. There we can summarize it even more. Just add that to more characteristics of Sen. I like retro RPGs. I'm a chill guy. I hate AI. And I want to see corporations burn. I hope that's what everybody came to watch. I hope everybody enjoys that aspect of me, because it's not changing. Okay, I'll take some more Airbearing repair powder. For some reason, it's not easy to buy. Nice. We can also add that to my other characteristics of being pro-LGBTQIA+ and pro-trans. We can add that into there as well. That is what this place is. This is a space I want you to feel comfortable in. I don't know why I decided to start going to ASMR voice for a second there. I just want you to be comfortable. Are you feeling comfortable? That felt a little weird. I thought about it today, though, with obviously perusing social media, come across a lot of stuff. And based in common sense pilled. Thanks. I just want people to be happy with who they are. Is that so wrong? I realized recently that growing up where I grew up was a very small, podunk southern place, and you're just surrounded with people who are so close-minded. And I always had this thought in my head going through it, thinking, why? I don't understand why. But as I got older, I realized, you know what's not hard to do? Just support people. Like, a lot of people aren't trying to hurt anybody, and realistically aren't. So what is the harm in just supporting them and wanting them to be happy? I just don't understand why people don't want... Well, I know why people don't want other people to be happy. They don't want that because they are sad themselves and they want others to suffer. And I'm just like, just be better. Work on yourself first and stop putting people down to your level. God. If somebody wants to do something, if they should be allowed to love who they want and be who they want. Why is that such a problem? I just don't get it. So, that'll always bother me. I'm always of the opinion that you should just be happy who you are, and I will support you in doing that. And I'm able to do that in some regards. My platform isn't super big, but if it was on the world stage, or if it was the tiny soapbox I'm on now, I would still say the same thing over and over again. What did I steal from you? I stole cheese! The Priest of Rama holds cheese? Dog, I'm on it. Give me more cheese, please. Oh. Okay, we're now going to figure out what the elephant's carrying. Oh, I know what the elephant's carrying. He's carrying shrimp. Ow. But you can't eat shrimp. Oh, thank you. I do need to hydrate. I've been meaning to... I just found out how to attach stuff to redeemables, and I was going to do that today, but then I lost track of time, so I'm probably going to do it tomorrow on my break, but I appreciate that. I want the redeemables to be more fun. So I would love to start throwing in some more goofy stuff to happen on the screen. I just wasn't aware you could do that. The daily check-in ones. Ah, that would be a good move. I also saw people start doing so I can hoard. I should start changing that. I see some people started adding in redeemables for lurkers, so that way it makes you active in chat for a second because of the whole Twitch change. I don't have that problem because I'm not monetized, but I was like, that's a good idea. I'm glad that people are, finding loopholes around these companies trying to just, I don't know, rob their own creators. This seems so silly. I lost track of what I was doing. I drank water and my brain shut down. That's not to blame you, Sia. I appreciate you reminding me to drink. Ow. It's just that the elephant started beating me up as I did it. Oh. Oh, you jackass. Have I not switched to Monica at all in the past 2 stages? Borsty boy. You know me. I got a dry throat. Actually, it's not. I had the opposite problem. When I started this, I had to get a new mic. Elephant wants water too. Well, he can jump in a lake. I mean, there's plenty of water around it. He can get away from my bottle. Oh. I've got my alkaline water. I don't even know if that's good for the elephant. Where's my meat? I lost the meat. Oh, it's right there. Let's proceed to the next floor. Grab me, Condor. Or Vulture, one or the other. But I had to get a new mic when I started this because... fun story time. For the longest time, I had a 2010 Blue Yeti microphone. And I still have that one because I think I rebought one in 2018, and it was a newer version of the Yeti, and I hate it. I hate that microphone. I from somebody who's owned it at this point for 15 years, I was like, nope, this microphone is ass. I hate this mic. And what I would realize is that as I use the mic, because it was a condenser microphone, it's very sensitive. And I am a boy with a very wet mouth, as I've come to learn. I just developed too much saliva. It's a real problem. And so using a dense mic and then re-listening to my stuff that I would do, recording or clips, anything, I was like, God, I can still hear it. And it still pops up a little bit now. I try my best to avoid it, but it was really bad then. So I ended up getting a new microphone. Got a new dynamic one. It's still a Blue microphone. It's I think it's just called the Dynamic Pro or something. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I feel like it does a lot better. I feel like it picks up a little bit less of what's going on with my craziness and focuses on the important parts. But if anybody's thinking about getting a mic, Blue Yetis are ass. Or if you have a Blue Yeti, I would highly recommend you upgrade into a dynamic microphone. I know there's a price difference, but I promise you, I think I paid $150 for this mic. And then you just have to get like a mixer, and that cost, like the one I got cost like $80. I appreciate it. I hope I work on it a lot too, because like out of the box, you still have to do a lot of shit to it. But the whole point of dynamic microphones is that it cuts a lot of the background noise out. So if you have like a really noisy background, that's like I'm giving tips to creators. If you have a really noisy background, the dynamic microphone helps a lot because it's designed to only pick up what's right in front of it. Condenser microphones still kind of pick up around what's near it. And so that means if you're not in a very I'll preface this whole thing too by saying the idea of a condenser microphone is that you want to pick up everything. It's pretty much what singers use, what they use in professional studios. It's going to pick up all the subtleties of your voice. However, if you're not in a treated soundproof area, like you're not in a room that is literally covered in sound foam, it's going to pick up everything else too. If you're going to talk, it's going to bounce off the wall, it's going to bounce off the ceiling, it's going to pick it back up into the mic, it's going to pick up your AC, it's going to pick up your computer fan. It's what it does. You can fix a lot of that. I did. But then what it does is it cuts out the quality of your voice. It essentially makes it so you sound either a little muted. Use a Logitech headset with a built-in mic. It's absolute trash. Yeah, the built-in mics, they're like essentially tinier dynamic ones. And that's the whole idea, is they're supposed to pick out what's happening in the background. Like they're supposed to cut that out because they're only going to pick up what's literally in front of it because it's right next to your mouth. But yeah, they're not good for like recording settings. I mean, they're usable 1000%, but I would recommend, you can get some really cheap dynamic ones now. I only did this because I did a bunch of research recently and I was talking to another streamer buddy of mine about it. You can do Fifine makes a condenser microphone. I think it's only like $80 and they sell their own mixer for it. Its own interface, which is only like another, maybe that one's a little bit cheaper, I think 60. And it's not going to be like the highest quality, but for a dynamic microphone, it'll do the job. It'll be better than the headset at least. But that's what I was recommending to them, just to give it a shot and see how they felt, because they were also still using a Blue Yeti. And I'm like, I promise you, once I switched off my Blue Yeti, I threw that thing in a bin and I'm never going to look at it again. It's done. It's sitting next to my computer in a little container and it will be there forever. I'll never have a reason to go in there and get it. I mean, unless, I think the only reason I would is if I did ASMR stuff. You can technically do them pretty good on a Blue Yeti because one of the settings does make it so that it picks up two different sides. So you can technically have two different ears on it, but that'd be the only reason. If it was something edited though, like if you weren't doing it live, you could just make ASMR literally through editing. You don't have to change the mic at all. All you have to do is just lower down your stereo one side or the other. Where am I going? Over here? But yeah, I would recommend dynamic microphone, personally. A lot of people recommend the, I'm just going to go, what? This is my hyperfocus kicking in because I did 80 years of research on this sucker in 5 minutes one time. Please don't break my weapon. Okay. All right, I lost health. That's what's happening. Is the ride pod still hurting? Oh my God, the ride pod's still broken. I left that poor boy just smashed. I didn't even try to fix him. I let him down. I'm sorry, Steve. But a lot of people recommend, I think the Shure MV7 is the newest, like the best Shure one. That's the one you see a lot of professional podcasters use. Like, I don't like him, but I'll use him as an example because he's a famous podcaster, like Joe Rogan. You'll see a lot of that. If anybody actually watches his podcast, I don't. That's essentially what you'll see in a lot of those bigger productions. That's a very popular mic in the streaming world. I would say, though, personally, it's not super necessary. There's a lot of mics. Here, everybody has the Shure one. Can you type that for me? I want to look it up. Yeah, give me one sec. Oh, I want the music to keep going, actually. Hold on. There we go. I'm typing it in super fast because of the music. The Shure MV7. There's a newer version of it as well. I forget what it's called, but it's like the Shure MV7i or T or something. And the whole idea with that is, so here's another little fun fact. Hey, no problem. Another fun fact about the dynamic microphones that need a interface is that they, where is my repair powder? The reason they work the way they do is because they have, they have to be cut down essentially. So normally when you're streaming, you're running at a certain amount of decibels for your stream, at least audio wise. Like right now, my voice is coming at a max about negative 0.1 decibels. That's where my cutoff is at. So it doesn't blow out the mic and you guys lose your, your ears. I have the Deity VO7U. Feels like it's pretty good. I hadn't heard that one, but I'll have to take a look at it. Because like I have just a fascination with tech like that because I really want to know a bunch of stuff. But what happens with the dynamic microphones is that they... Oh, I need to refuel you. Again? Did I really get that hurt? Oh, I don't have fuel for you. Well, Max. They intentionally cut down the decibels in the mic. About like... A lot of them go about negative 50 to like 40, I believe. So they start off really low. So a lot of the time they need the interface so that they can get a boost. So the weakness of the Shure MV7 is that you need a very strong interface. Something that will increase it by at least 50 decibels. And that's real tough to come across unless you want to spend a bunch of money. Like you just need to buy a really good mixer interface in order to have a Shure MV7 be as good as it needs to be. And that can lead to, well, not a lot of us have just money laying around, I'm sure. I don't. So the one that I went for was it's a Vocaster 1. I'll type that in too since I'm just in a menu. I use a Vocaster 1, which is essentially just they make two versions of it, the Vocaster and the Vocaster 1. And the one is just designed for people who stream on their own. The other one supports 2. This one supports 1 input. And you'd only want the 2-1 if, let's say, you were doing a podcast and you needed to set up 2 microphones using it. There are other ones that set up that can go up to 5. I was once upon a time looking at the Rodecaster, but I only was because it was top of the line and it was on sale at the time for a good bit off, but it ended up still being like $500. And I was like, I don't know if I want to spend that much. Sorry, I just wanted to finish up that drink. Boop. And then I wonder if I can find, which one do I use? Logitech. Yeti. Let's see. Can I find this mic that I own? As I search Google and look through pictures. Oh, it was a little more expensive than I remembered it being. That makes sense. It looks like what I have, let me go back to here. It's because it has like the most common name. It's literally just like, it's just like the Yeti dynamic microphone or some crap. Let's see. Okay. I have a Yeti Studio mic. That's what it's called. I'm in it. I'm on it. It's about $380. So I was $200 off. I forgot how much that was. I must have gotten confused with other mics that I've looked at. But I use a Yeti Studio. The reason I liked this one as compared to the Shure stuff was because it has these 2 settings on it for like essentially a dynamic range increase And I think there's another one for cutting out like the bass. And when I heard people using the mic that were recommending it, and they were saying like, oh, this is what it sounds like with this dynamic switch turned on, I was like, that sounds so good. I want that. And it's around, I think it's like a little bit cheaper than a Shure. I had to double check the Shure's prices. But they might be similar in price. But I liked this mic. Plus, I know, like, I already trash talked on the Blue Yeti because, well, it's a garbage mic. But Logitech actually ended up buying Blue, so it's now owned by Logitech. And I like Logitech. Everything on my computer is pretty much Logitech. My keyboard, my mic now, my mouse. The only thing I don't have is all the pieces in the actual PC. But, oh, my headset too. My headset's also Logitech. So I just like them as a company. I'm not sponsored, by the way. Hashtag non-sponsored. But I'm just giving you my recommendations based off stuff I've actually used. Okay, rude. Okay. I'll tell you what, Max is one brave dude. He's over here fighting a living stone golem and a bipedal dragon. And he's just doing it. I'm going to be honest, Max. I couldn't. The desire to find his mom feels strong. No! Ow, you bastard. Will you stop punching me? Dead. Okay, that's one. Come on. I added the Shure mic to my wish list. Thank you for suggesting it. You're welcome. I would say make sure though,
Right. That takes care of you guys.
because I think the Shure does. Let me see. I think it supports USB, but I'm not sure. Let me check. Okay, yeah, the Shures aren't super expensive now. That's good. Yes. So you can get the one like the MV7 Plus. That one supports USB. So if you're not looking to get an interface now, you could get the USB one and it'll work similar to any other condenser mic. The only issue is it will run off pre-processing and it will run off specific software that it uses. I've heard the Shure software is pretty good though. It just makes it so that you can adjust things on the fly using the software as opposed to live, like on a board, like I do. But if you do end up going for an interface at any point, I would definitely get the MV7 that has the phantom power in it. I'm trying to remember what it's called though. Let me see if it's got there. Actually, the MV7 might be the one that has it. Okay. I think it actually has it in it. The phantom power essentially just means that because it's cut down so much decibels wise, it needs to be processed higher immediately. So a lot of boards, like the stronger ones, just have it where they'll they'll boost up the signal by about 48 volts, which helps it get picked up a lot better. So like my interface has an option to turn that on, because if you don't turn it on, then you're just stupid quiet and you're gonna have to turn your gain like way up. And it can sound a little bit much because then it sounds like you're yelling all the time. But yeah, the Shure is definitely the most popular mic. And there's a reason. People like it. I'm not going to judge them. It's a good mic. There's a reason it's the industry standard. But yeah, if you get the one with the USB-C, you'll be good for a good bit of time. That way you don't have to worry about getting an interface. I would still recommend getting one eventually just because the dynamic version of it is the really good version of it, but that's a lot of money. And I don't blame people for not wanting to do that. Because if you're doing it like a hobby, like I am, I just had some disposable income, just some, and decided I want to do something. I just want to get what's really cool. But I'm not expecting everybody to do that. That's ridiculous. But you can also go for, let's see. like I was mentioning earlier, let me see if I can find the actual name of that mic. It's this one. Yes. Oh, that one's okay. Is it this one that's actually pretty good? Okay, cool. Yeah. If you're looking for more cost-effective, I just found it. It is the Fine. Where is it? The Ampligame AM8. Boop. That's a pretty cheap mic. It's like $55. It's dynamic. That one does require you get a interface with it, but they sell their own interface for only like $45, so you can buy it as a bundle for like $100. And I would say though, quality-wise, it's about similar to what a Blue Yeti offers, but because it's more dynamic, you don't have to mess around with it as much. I think that's the benefit of it. Because with Blue Yeti, I had to go through 18 different processings and had to put so many filters on my Blue Yeti to make it work decently. But because it's already dynamic, you shouldn't have to do as much, but it'll still sound better. And it's much cheaper. That's like $200 cheaper than just one mic. But that's kind of like a in-between. Sort of like you want to get something a little bit better. You're kind of waiting for something really good. You can definitely go for that. Okay, is this the golf? Is this where I learned how to play golf? I think so. Here comes the condor. Oh boy. Well. That's a big tree.
Wow, what a huge tree.
I like how he says that. We already met a tree spirit with eyes. Like, why are you surprised about this big tree? You met one that talks.
It's the Yorda tree. It's holy. They say it's been here for thousands of years.
It's holy because of the termites, I heard.
First time I've ever seen it, though.
I should put a boo button on.
I didn't think
that people can boo me for bad
big.
jokes. I'm worried about Lynn. Right now we need to take care of Lynn. I don't think we should go any further for now. Yeah, I guess you're right. Okay. Tomato throwing redeemed. That'd be great. I am known personally to make a lot of terrible puns and dad jokes. I bring dad energy despite not being a dad. So prepare for that. It's just that it's a little tougher in these older games because when I played Dark Cloud 1, I had to voice everything myself, which was fun. But sometimes I would get too locked in just voicing. This one's a lot easier because I could just riff on people as they talk. It saves me so much time. We're having to think. Okay. So what that pretty much just told me, though, is I need to start building because I've been putting it off. Okay, we've got 4 pillars. It's time to balance out some building on these pillars. Let's see. Time to get it in there. See what we're doing with. I can make a barn and a mailbox and an iron lamp and laundry and a church and a sacred torch. And I can get Priest Bruno in here. 30 culture points. Lynn helped. Star lamp on brick house. Parn. Weapon shop. Parn. Who is Parn? I don't remember Parn. Okay, well, let's see. So we've got that taken care of. We need to get 20 culture points. We're going to start building some houses. Bonk redeem. Yeah, I was looking at some stuff today. I was looking at some assets or things that I could make because I could just cut out my own gifts and such. Because I was thinking for the hydrate one that it would actually just spray water off screen at my face. That was one thought I had. It would just require me to go and cut it out in After Effects, which might take me a little bit of time, so it wasn't going to happen today. But I would love a bonk or a tomato or a boo. I'll take a boo too. Just a bunch of boo. That'd be really funny to me. Honestly, though, if I did that, I'd laugh every time. There wouldn't be a single time I'd think that was annoying. Okay. We need 2 people to reside in the valley. Well, we know Priest Bruno needs to be here. I'm trying to remember. Oh, Stuart needs to be here too? And Ferdinand. Okay. How do we get the Starlight Temple? The prayer sites. And bridge. Okay. I need 15 trees. Yikes. Okay. Let's make 15 trees, I guess. Trees? Do they have different trees for this place, actually? I guess not. We just have thorn trees. Lame. Oh, well. I don't even know if I have enough to make 15. I don't. I need 4 more earth element. All right. Condor. That's not his name. What's his name? Conda? Conda. Time to go visit the old Furbit. Come on, people. Oh. Did I mention? I've mentioned this 80 million times, but I love the music to this game. It's so relaxing. I use it for a lot of editing. I just want to use so much stuff from it all the time. It's like one of my favorite game soundtracks. He's at the back of the train. Let's see if I can get a little more water in me as I open this door. Yummy, yummy. Okay. I don't think I have Parn. Actually, is Parn the... I think he's the Furbit I have to catch a fish for. Ugh. Means I have to go fishing. It is Conda. You'll need some more diorama elements. If you don't have the time to collect them yourself, maybe money can solve your problems. Maybe Conda. You got 4 earth element, actually? I'd love that. I'd love me some earth element. That'd be lovely. 4 of them. Thanks. Alrighty. Off the train. I already forget the name of the train. Blackstone 1. That's what it's called. What's the name of the train? Admittedly, I was not a train kid. I know there's a lot of people who grow up really liking trains and cars. I was not that kid. I was Sonic the Hedgehog and God. I'm trying to think of what else Beyblade. I liked Beyblade a lot. Sonic, Beyblade, and definitely Pokemon cards and Yu-Gi-Oh! I played a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Growing up. Let it rip. My favorite fun fact about Beyblade is that canonically, according in the Beyblade lore, Moses used a Beyblade to part the Red Sea. And that is my favorite fact about that show, is that they decided, that's fine. We're just going to have Moses use one to literally part the Red Sea with. And there's a picture of it because it's in the show. And I just think that's hilarious. Can I really not set? Oh, okay. Which one is this one? This is number 2. It seems to be 3 to be a little bit lower. Okay, we got 3. That's the problem. Every time you set stuff on here, it changes the balance of the plateaus, so you got to keep them balanced. Or else we'll mess up this whole operation. Okay, I made that too heavy. I don't think I have enough trees. Let's undo that. If I set one here, would it make it too heavy? Okay, that one's fine. Maybe one here? Ooh. Okay, I still have one more tree. Can I fit it on here? I feel like this is going to be too much. It worked. Okay, let's try one more on here. Is this going to be too much? No. That's amazing. Maybe one more tree on here? Yes. Okay. There is that. So that should fix one thing. What did I fix? Okay, so now we need to get 20 culture points. Okay, we need like 4 people to live here or some shit. 2. Bruno, Stuart, Ferdinand, and Parn. I think Parn was another one. Yes. So that's 4. So I'm going to at least, yeah, probably one house on each, at least on each thing. Oh, geez. Can somebody actually live in the church? I don't know if he can or not. Well, I don't have enough to make it anyway, but okay. Oh, we need this. Let's make the Chinese stand. We're going to place that. Where do we want to put it? Where's the feng shui? I guess right. Yeah, this should be fine. Okay, so we've got that. Okay, so we still need a house there, though, to add somebody to it. So we can make a brick house. I need glass material. So how many glass materials do I need? 6? 6. Conda. Conda, I need more stuff. Conda? Where the hell am I? Oh, I'm lost. All right, there we go. Lost the plot for a second. But yeah, I'm pretty sure in this game we get a different train too. I don't remember the name of that train either. Okay, what do we got going on over here? Gotta go hang out with Conda. Hey, gotta go buy some glass material. Oh my god, what did you just hear, you dumb fuck? Yeah, just send me your glass. God. Conda's kind of a dick. He treats me like ass. I don't know what's wrong with him. Do you not sell glass material? That's what I get for talking shit. Hold on a second. Oh, you do. There it is. It's about to be upset. I just wish I could. I wish I had access to Conda while I was in the menu. That would have been really convenient. I don't have to keep running back and forth to buy materials I don't have. But that's fine. Not everything can be perfect. Okay, come on. All right, need to build a church. Yes. And do I have enough to still make the house? I do. Okay, so we want the house to be next to the Chinese stand. Where's the Chinese stand? I feel like I'm playing Animal Crossing. Okay, so it can go here. Okay, that makes that heavy. That makes sense. Okay, so 4 is the lightest. So we can stick the church on 4. This is going to be ugly for now, but that's okay. We can always fix it later. Okay, that bounced it back out. Now, can you move somebody into the church? Or does he still... Yes. Okay. The priest. Boom. And then we can move Ferdinand into the house we just built. No, damn it. No, Max. Don't ransack the house. Just force your friends to live in there. Ferdinand. There we go. Okay, what does that bring me at culture-wise? 18. 18? God, I suck. Okay. Let's see. There's something about... Okay, star lamp on brick house. Okay, so let's do that. Make a star lamp. Can I make that? I need one more glass material. I feel like I'm going to get gated real hard on some glass materials. Hello? Okay. His Dark Materials. I liked that series growing up. I know they have a show for it now, like the Golden Compass stuff, but I actually read the books when I was in middle school, high school. But I actually really liked the books. Still always read the Dark Material books. They're a lot of fun. Hard to describe to people, though. They're always like, what's that book about? I'm like, oh, it's 2 kids wanting to kill God. Normal stuff. You know? Don't worry about it too much. Turns out angels in that universe are evil anyway, so they're just doing everybody a favor. I remember them being good, but I don't remember any of the details. I remember bits and pieces because like I couldn't tell you the names of the main characters to save my life. But I remember the polar bear stuff. I remember the boy had a knife that could cut through dimensions. And I remember specifically how they would describe it because it was like he would reach through and like grab like almost like these worm-like things and cut them. And that's how he would get through different dimensions. I remember that. And then I remember nothing else. I just remembered I really liked them. I'm relying on nostalgia. I could probably reread those and go, maybe they weren't so great. But they probably are. I probably still like them. My favorite childhood books were the Redwall series. I love Redwall. It is such a good series. Even now as an adult, I reread them and I go, oh, this is so good. There's like 18 of them books. Where do you place this at? See, there you go. I had a feeling because you and I, we'd already bonded over rats. And I was like, I think I gained my love for like anthropomorphic animals through that book and how I like really like those kinds of settings. Used to listen to the audiobooks. I think, weren't the audiobooks read by Brian Jakes? I think they were actually read by, yes. I was so sad that he passed away, but like, oh, there it is. I was like, okay, where do I want this at? Here? What the hell? Oh, okay, I see where it's at. I was like, I did not see the piece that it was connecting to. I guess that's fine. Can I put it there? Oh, nope. There it is. Okay, is that enough? But I have not heard the audiobooks. I really should, though, because I heard that he kills it. And that a lot of people only figured out how to pronounce things because he read the books. Like Eulalia or Eulalia. Is it Eulalia? Like, I still don't know how to pronounce that, but I should listen to Brian Jakes say it. That'd make me one happy person. There's been a change in the future. We did it. They're so relaxing to fall asleep to. Yeah, I could see that. I guess the only thing I would worry about is like it gets to like an actual battle, and then it's just like somebody, he's just like yelling at somebody, and you're just like, wait, hold on. Okay. Oh, do I need to? What do you mean? Oh, you do have to move. Oh, I thought you needed a house here. You don't. Okay, so that means let's return Ferdinand. Oh, I ruined the future again. Okay, because that means is that I fucked this up. We need to clean up, remove, and then I need to place it back down. I placed it incorrectly. I placed it wrong. There we go. Hello, Unholy Sinner. How's it going? Uh-oh. Can I not? Wait, how did I? Oh, it's from this side. Time to move Ferdinand in. But yeah, I think I would say out of all the Redwall series, though, my favorite ones were any of the ones where the main characters who were picked by Martin were like typically villains, like Marl Fox, Tagarung. I love those books. I love that whole like anti-hero being chosen by destiny kind of thing. And they were so much fun to read for that. Like, I felt so bad. It is a PS2 game. It's remastered for PS5 technically, so it was just a lot easier than hooking up my actual PS2. But yeah, this is just Dark Cloud 2. It's, I still don't know, you know what? Now that I'm bringing it up again, I have still yet to see when Dark Cloud 2 released. I know the first one that I played, the first Dark Cloud, it was 2002, because the first one came out in 2000. I remembered that. But, to put it simply, we are Max and Monica here. Max is from the current time, and Monica's from the future. And the whole idea is that we are trying to build stuff in the present to fix the future that has been ruined. So I was putting down a bunch of buildings and such. Oh, this is Parn. Oh, no, you're not. You look like Parn, though. We put down a bunch of buildings and make people move into places so that way they can change the future and fix it. Okay, did I not get... Because there was a change, but I think all there was is that I built the bridges. Is that all I did? No? Yes? I don't think I did anything else special. What is this? Oh. Which Xbox are realistically possible to emulate? It's nearly impossible. Yeah, I did try to do OG Xbox emulation. The issue that I had with the emulator personally, the game I played on it ran fine. I got it to run with my personal favorite Xbox game, which is Jet Set Radio Future. And, okay, Monica's defense is up. But the issue that I had is I played it for like 8 hours, did not run into too many issues. You know, had it on autosave, whatever the emulator does, came back, did not save. And I was like, well, and I could not figure out why. It said it should have saved. I see data for it. It just wouldn't save. So I just gave up, but it is notoriously difficult. That's why a lot of people opt to just do the emulation off the 360, because it still has problems, but it works. But the problem I have with the Jet Set Radio Future on Xbox 360 emulation is that it runs like garbage. It freezes all the time, and then it has like stuttering issues. It's bad. I'd rather try it on emulation. Realistically, I'd still have my original Xbox. I could just hook it up and play it natively. It's a bit of a pain. The legal route, I can get Xbox Image to run, but if you use Zemu, you need, yeah. I can't remember what I was using. I'm just double checking if I missed any chests. But I would love to stream Jet Set Radio Future. The other problem with Jet Set Radio Future streaming it is, I have no doubt it has a lot of issues with copyright. And that's a little worrisome. The only other things I think that I would play on, like I remember playing on Xbox that I really liked. Okay, so I got nothing important done. That's all I really need to know. Was the problem was that the Xbox wasn't mine. Funny enough, it was my grandmother's growing up. My grandmother played hella Xbox. But the only other things I remember playing on it were like Toe Jam and Earl 3, which is bad. Like, I love Toe Jam and Earl as a series, but the third one's garbage. It's a terrible game. And then, what was the other one? I remember playing Blinks on it a little bit. I remember I played the Tetris game on it. That was wild. 90% of people just pirate it because it requires advanced coding level. I even try to bypass this by modding my OG Xbox both ways. Soft modding and mod chip. Yeah, I could see where, because I know you can do like the modding when it comes to certain things, because it's the same issue with people have with like, when they're able to dump it. Same issue I see people trying to do like 3DS and 3DS XLs and stuff like that, because it's just a lot, like emulating, you can do it, but if you want to do any emulation off of it, you really have to go in and mess with a bunch of stuff, and then essentially just have like this behemoth of a console in your hand while you're playing games on it. Oh, I didn't have enough culture points. Okay, it's fine. But yeah, I've been meaning to look into it because, I mean, personally, my console growing up was PS2. I mean, well, it was Genesis and then it was PS2. But I'm trying to see what I have here. So I really enjoyed, what is the mailbox worth? We're just going to make a mailbox. Fuck it. But a majority of what I played and what I was formed by is PS2 RPGs and wacky, quirky things and Genesis games. Same reason I love Sonic and all that. And Toe Jam and Earl. But the Xbox was 1000% not mine, so I didn't get to play it very often. But I still respect it for the games it had. I'm kind of sad because I would have loved it more if I actually had a chance to play like the Dead or Alive games that came out on it. Because I played Dead or Alive 2 on PS2. And I loved that game. What do I get the other consoles like PS2, GameCube, Xbox, people like me. It's just trying to emulate. Yeah. It's that kind of crap where I'm happy for the EU passing that whole like games preservation thing and being able to actually like have a right to fix your own stuff. Because it's like, it's so like, I get like trying to protect your stuff because you don't want people to like steal your designs. I get that. But if you're not trying to sell it, what's the issue? I guess that's always my problem with things. It's the same thing with like, I'm happy that the Sonic, like Sega's really okay with Sonic mods because they're like, yeah, you're not trying to sell it. Who cares? Do whatever you want. But Nintendo's always like, how dare you fan translate a game we don't sell anymore? We are going to sue you. That just bothers me. Like, what's it hurting? Somebody's just favorite game of all consoles. It's Persona 4. I don't even have to think. Persona 4. I would say it's definitely got to be Golden. I played the original on PS2, but I think Golden just does everything a little bit better. So as much as nostalgia kicks in, it's gonna be Persona 4 Golden. That's an easy pick. It pretty much made me who I am, I think. Anybody else have? Well, actually, I'm curious about people's favorite games because I feel like everybody always has one. Sometimes I feel like it's tough, but if anybody else has anyone they want to throw out there, I would love to see it. Because I think for me, for a long time, I always had to kind of think about it, and then I would have to like make a list and then be like, oh, what do I like better than this? And it always got tough because picking a favorite game has so many things that you have to kick consideration into. Like, do I like this because I'm nostalgic for it? Do I like this because it's a good game? Do I like the mechanics in this? What does it do better than these other games? That's why it's so tough. You're never going to have an objective list. I always see people try to objectify their lists with like, oh, what's the best N64 game? Well, I don't like Ocarina of Time, but Ocarina of Time is the best because it changed gaming. It did, but like, you don't have to say it's the best. It's okay. Nobody's forcing you. That's that kind of stuff. But for me, it's Persona 4. But I will also say Persona 4 is not a perfect game. I don't think it is. Not even close. Just like I also don't think Persona 5 is close to a perfect game. If anything, both of them have incredible flaws. Despite MK games versus 2 actually like MK Deception. Mortal Kombat. Shaolin Monks is really fun. Like for a co-op game, that is so good. People underestimate like how like actually fun that game really is. Because they can't really, like, if you play it single player, it's not super great. Like, it's good. But, like, co-op wise, it's probably, like, the best co-op game on a lot of consoles. At least I would put it there. Like, I would not even feel bad about saying, like, yeah, it's good. Can I make... I don't want to, like, keep designing stuff, but can I make a brick chimney? I can. Okay, let's place the chimney on something. Okay, where do you go? Oh, there it was. Hello, there it is. And didn't make it too heavy. Okay, that is enough to fix the Chinese stand. We'll get something out of this. Mortal Kombat Trilogy for the N64 is the first game I ever played. Not a bad way to start, honestly. Okay, now we can actually visit Lao Chao. Definitely not a bad way to start. I want to say, I mean, the first game I remember playing would probably be Sonic 1, because it was like the pack-in game for the Genesis. Because I remember getting my Genesis, having that in there.
Look at that!
Look at that! Yep.
Hey, it's Lao Chao's Bistro.
I'm surprised that Lao Chao isn't here being like, why am I the only one here? Where's everybody else? Hello? But Sonic 1 is definitely for the first game I played. even though
Oh, it smells really good.
I wouldn't say it's the best Sonic game. Sonic 3 is probably the best in my opinion of the 2D ones, if you don't count Sonic Mania. Those are really close together. But growing up, I really loved Sonic 2. Because I really liked Tails. Nowadays, not so much. Like, I like Tails fine, but back then, Tails was the coolest thing to me. I always liked the idea of, like, the younger sibling type character being, like, the underdog, and Tails was kind of that for me. Same with Luigi. Loved Luigi. He looks like Ferdinand. Be nice to him. His girlfriend is a dead alien onion. Yeah,
Something smells
that's
good.
true.
Let's check it out.
Who's never been involved in any other media other than that one show. I feel really bad for her. They at least use other people for stuff. Even Styx got into other stuff.
Lao Chow?
Oh, I'm going to worry about your accent.
Yes, welcome.
Okay, it's not bad. Okay. I was going to be really worried. I was like, a 2002 game? Oh, no. But okay, they handled it. They handled it. I'm very happy.
You've got a friend that's very ill. She's in bad shape. We want to give her your miracle dish so she can get better.
Uh-huh.
Could you make it for her, please?
Sure, $5,000.
I see. I wish I could help you, but there's a special ingredient I need to make my miracle dish.
It's always something.
Special ingredient?
It's love. It's not
My
love.
miracle dish, I need a white windflower.
Okay.
People say that it's extinct now. You can't find it anywhere at all.
But then how did you make this dish?
You used to be able to find them flowering in deep
Oh, wait, hold on.
valleys.
He's famous for making this dish that heals people. But it requires a flower that's extinct? Then how did he make it in the first place? He just found one? Huh. The biggest factor in my best game choice is replayability. One big life-changing experience is great, but being able to enjoy another playthrough as much as or more than the first time is key to me. Bros trolling. Favorite games tie between MK and Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Oh god, I just had a brain blast with that name. Think of remake. Sorry, I just had to go back to work. You're good. I agree with you, Titus, about games having multiple playthroughs. I think that's probably why I was in love so much with a lot of the older generations of
There's
games.
a chance that it might
like,
grow back in Starlight Canyon.
Yeah. it
It's
is
like
the best
Sonic and all the
after
other
all.
Genesis games. I'm like listening and doing this
Okay, Lao Chow. We'll see what we can do.
because you can replay those games infinite times, really, and I think they're still just as fun. I could still play Sonic 2 and 3 and have a great time with it now. But Gauntlet Dark Legacy, hot damn. That was like my N64 game. I played that game till it broke. It was on 64, right? I'm not crazy? Or was it on PS2? I might be crazy. But I remember playing it because I played it. That was like my go-to friend game. I had it where anytime my friends came over, that was the game we played because I was like, this is easy to get into and easy to understand. And I sucked at it. I'm trying to remember everything about it. Because I remember the gameplay loop. I just don't remember, like, I remember you had characters. Everything's like so hazy. I might have to try to get in on that. I'm going to convince people to play Gauntlet Dark Legacy with me on stream. Does this support 4 players? Because I'm going to try to make it work. I don't know if it's goofy enough, but I know enough goes on in that game. Because there was like sorceress or something. I feel like there was a barbarian type character. This is the problem. I shouldn't really rely on my memory for when I was like 10. Even if that's when that came out. I don't even know when that game came out. Don't want to show off too much of my unk status here. Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Let's see. Came out in 2000. Oh, wow. Yep. That's just as old as yep. I probably played it way later then. Not like way, way later, but later enough. Okay, yep. Jester, the dwarf, the little warrior guy with the maces. Yep, and the sorceress. I think I remember one of my favorite parts about that game, too. It's such a minor thing. It was OG, Xbox, GameCube, PS2, remastered the Gauntlet 64. So I might have played the PS2 remake then, because I definitely know Dark Legacy was on the cover. And it is 4-player. Awesome. Good to know. But I think one of the favorite parts that I remember looking at it now is that you can unlock a bunch of skins for it. Like, as you played, you got different, like, skins and unlock different stuff. And I thought that was so cool growing up. It's probably what led me to really liking customer characterization. What did I say that for? Character customization, God. In games, because Gauntlet Dark Legacy probably played a good hand in that. But 2000, and then it came in 2002 in Xbox and GameCube. So I probably played it around 2001 or 2002. So yeah, probably around that age. Whatever I said was probably accurate. But yeah, oh, pretty good. I appreciate you reminding me of that because I 1000 forgot about that game and I'm excited about it. I'm about to get on that. Just bought the game physical copy of Xbox. It cost you $68. I swear that retro game buying nowadays is just a straight up money laundering scheme. I understand that a lot of this stuff is older, but look, I grew up in the time where you rented games and then you would go to the game store and you'd see like a copy of Sonic 1 and it'd be $2 because you had 80 million of them because it came with the console. And then you, like, I bought my copy of, I actually wonder, how much does Persona 4 for the PS2 now cost? Persona 4, PS2, brand new. Let's see if somebody's got it shopped on here on eBay. Someone's got it graded? Okay, that's a little too much. A sealed copy goes for $70 on eBay. I bought that game when I was 17, brand new, $20 at GameStop. And I'm just saying, I don't understand. Breaks my heart. Gaming should be more accessible, especially the older stuff. We need a better way to keep digital games alive and make it more accessible for people to play. I hate this game erasure stuff. And I'm glad the EU has the save games thing going on because it's rough out there. But, well, it was fun, but I'm actually right out of time. I'm actually a little bit over the time I had, but I'm out of time, unfortunately. But I appreciate everybody being here. It was a lot of fun. Thanks, Yori, for coming in. And Unholy Sinner, I appreciate you bringing up some old memories because, God, it made me feel really good. See how I appreciate you reminding me to hydrate. And Titus, I'll see you later, of course. But thank you, everybody. I got to head out. I'll be taking a break tomorrow. I won't be back, but I'll be back Thursday. I'm going to play some more Ninja Gaiden. There might be something else I do. I have something that I need to do before a certain date. I think April 2nd, so that would be Thursday. I got to double check on that. So I might change the stream. It might not be Ninja Gaiden. It might be something else. But past that, I'll be back Friday and Saturday too. So I appreciate everybody being here. Everybody have a good one. I'll see you all later. Okay, bye-bye.